It's Week 12 of the National Football League, and we'll see Sean Murphy-Bunting.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, CD, you look at the Cardinals in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one? The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Murray. And this is incomplete. Trey McBride, the target on that throw. But now it's 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, on the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 2nd down, Cook dances by him. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 14 yards that time for number 14. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, number.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Holding receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin to drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And this is going to be a Cardinals 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Murray now to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Bills to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Allen now on first down. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. Shakir hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And the Cards are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards there, a first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On play action, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Murray. This one caught by Ridley. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Pollard, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Murray. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. But also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there's things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. From the 30 on second down, Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. The 20, 10, 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least one tackle after the catch.
Touchdown, Bills! From 3 yards out, and the Bills would extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Play fake. Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
Now Murray off play action.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Murray now. Hopkins making the catch. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On play action, Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. And again, it's Allen. That's complete, right around the 8. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 27, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Murray going to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray to air it out again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? You go with the bigger guy to try and use size. Got to try to go with the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray.
That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
From 17 yards out.
And the Cardinals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. The Bills ready to take over.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Cook again. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Bills. Brandon Ayuk, 32 yards. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it. Tough sledding. It's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a